Templeton brothers are back in the Boss Baby 2 family business. Find out what shenanigans they're up to this time next. Hi and welcome to my channel. This is Reviews with Ryan. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie The Boss Baby 2 The Family Business. This is directed by Tom McGrath and stars Alec Baldwin, James Marsden, Eva Longoria, Jeff Goldblum, Ariana Greenblatt, and Amy Sedaris. This film is the 30 years after the first film. The Templeton brothers are grown up. Ted is a successful businessman, and Tim is a stay-at-home dad. He is married to his wife Carol. He has a daughter named Tina and a daughter named Tabitha. Tina is a baby and Tabitha is in elementary school. Tabitha is kind of drifting apart from her dad. She kind of wants to be more of an adult, and he is very suspicious of this behavior. And he also is not close with Ted at the moment. And one day he hears something in his daughter's room, Tina, and he finds out that she is a boss baby. And basically, she sets them back up with each other. She leaves a voicemail to Ted, and Ted comes to their place. And then that's where the story becomes of them arguing. And then they test out this formula and they become babies again. And they are like this for 48 hours. And meanwhile, they conduct a investigation into Tabitha's school to see kind of what's going on, and that's where the film premise picks up. First Boss Baby film had a budget over 125 million and ended up making over 500 million. This film has a less budget of 82 million and so far has made 17 million. And you can definitely tell a little bit on the animation here, as it is not as good as the first film. However, I think that the story in this one is a lot better than the first film and is a little bit more interesting. Not really sure if really the first film was as popular as the money that it's made. It doesn't feel to me that it was that popular of a series. I think with this film, it does a pretty good job with kids being interested in this kind of story. It is kind of goofy and it does have the same kind of lingo and type of jokes as the first film. Dr. Armstrong as a villain in this film is actually pretty good. He has some interesting intentions in what he plans to do, and there's some involving of technology and what he wants to do with this app, and there's different things that he's doing inside the school, and that is what Tim and Ted are investigating. And he's an interesting villain. I think that it did add to the story, and he wasn't a weak villain as some of these other kind of films I've seen lately where the villain is not very well established. But I think that he is established in this film and he does a pretty good job. He is played by Jeff Goldblum, and he does do a good job in this role. And I also think that this will definitely be a good film to transition into the third film. I'm not sure what the story will be for the third film. It's just in development right now. So that'll be interesting to see what they do as the wrap up on how it ended. It'll be interesting to see what they want to do going from this series moving forward. I also would like to point out that the movie is very colorful and very adventurous, and I think that there's some good lessons to be learned in this kind of film also. Also, there's a mention of when you're a kid, you know, try to stay a kid as long as you possibly can, because when you grow up, everything changes. There's also a little bit of music as well, and I think that there's enough jokes here that kids will like this film. I'm not sure if adults will really more so like this film, but for me, I really enjoyed it, and I think it's a better film than the first film, honestly, other than the animation is slightly downward from the first film. That's really about one of the only few negatives I can say about this film. I'm going to give this film a 4 out of 5 stars. It is in theaters right now and is also free on Peacock. Thank you guys for watching this review. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this film, and I'll see you guys in my next review.